Welcome back to the warehouse where we are in Captain's League, the Deuce. It's our third tournament. It's our third sport, warehouse golf ball. Want to know how it works? Here's a very quick video. Sum it up. You want to take it and drive it off the back wall, and then it has to roll onto the green. There will be fielders here. Their goal is to 1, play goalie. 2, try to catch it on the fly. That is an out. 2 outs ends the driving session. After your 8 tee shots, all the ducks that you have put on the green can now be put in. The only difference, you putt with a baseball. Once you miss one, you get no more attempts, except each team will get 1 2-putt per inning. Whichever team collects the most ducks wins the inning. It is match play. There you have it. Those are the rules. Back to the booth. Okay, this is our first ever match. He's Jake. I'm Jimmy. The Rippers, the Freezers, it's golf ball.
An iconic warehouse sport. You guys are going to really like this. And starting off with the Shady Rays batting order for the Freezers. It's going to be Big Baby David wearing 44, followed by Dalton Feely, Shelfie the captain third, and then Dan Allen Rourke hitting cleanup or last in some cultures.
Shapton?
Shapton.
I like that.
The first evolution of warehouse golf ball.
One thing that I want people to notice is there are a lot of different defensive lineups available.
Yes.
And I think each driver will utilize a different defense.
BBD back well. They'll let it go. That's going to be a beauty, Jim, unless it gets in the river.
What a leave by Luke O'Brien. Defense by dodgeball. If that ball touches him, it's a place putt, a 7-footer. He lets it go. Usually that's bad or whatever. You have to do it. And it goes right into the river.
That's a very good shot.
Oh.
Good shot, Beeb.
You'll see on the field there's a few obstacles. The river, the sand, and the woods. The river is the only unplayable area, so bad luck for the Freezers off the rip.
This one's probably coming to you, Joez.
Dalton Feely.
Here we go, Dalton.
Interested to see from Dalton here, Jim. Dalton normally one of the higher picks in the draft with golf. Oh, and he gets a nice ball off. And I'll tell you what.
Fine.
The Freezers are playing the game fantastically so far, but they are finding every obstacle in the sand. Like I just mentioned, they will be able to putt out of there, but you don't know what you're going to get.
The Freezers trying to unfreeze themselves with a trip to the beach.
Oh, okay.
Ha!
Let's see what happened.
Hey, 2 eventful drives to start off. Golf
Yes.
ball.
Clean.
Very good.
So that duck, they can get that duck, and whoever gets the most ducks wins the
Look at
inning.
that shot. How about Zach Esposito with that
And here comes Captain Shelfie. That's not a gimme putt, Jake. You don't want to walk away, and that's your best option.
shot? No. Let's see what the captain has. The wild card captain for this sport, I'd say.
Catch.
Joez McFly, the Bo Jackson-esque. What a catch. What a catch.
That's what dads do when T-ball, when they're like teasing the kids. Like, will I? But it was an accident. I will say the gloves are very bouncy and the ball bounces.
That's very good. We're trying to make
If you're wondering why even catch it, it can't. Once he touches it before it hits the wall, they can just stop it. Like, there's no harm. That could not be a place putt. But it does now allow them to make one more catch and end the driving session for the Freezers, which would leave them only 1 duck to collect and the ducks on the sand.
And as I mentioned wild cards, the wild card in almost everything he does, Dan Rourke.
What are you laughing at?
Has he been to a driving range? Do we know?
Close stance. Wouldn't think of anything different.
We like the early setup.
Shut up, Cohen. Coming in hot, bitch. That never happened. It's not in the video.
So that doesn't count as a putt, and it counts as a drive.
Yeah, just
Not
a redo, just done.
Done. That's
very good.
unfortunate. It's an out would have been worse.
Right.
No more ducks.
Now they do get to the top of their lineup now. BBD will take his second drive.
BBD's got to be feeling pretty good. That first swing went well, except it just ended up on the wrong part of the board.
I think he's got the tee upside down from the way I was using it. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's weird.
He does, but it's all spiritual, you know, for this ball.
Wow, that was eventful.
I mean,
So-
I think we have the replay machine going because it looked like a clean, beautiful drive up the middle from BBD. Off the back wall when it is catchable, Jack.
Terrifying.
Jack, he almost scooped it.
Just a
and
step late.
It caught the lip of the beach, Jake, which I don't know
Right.
if that if it would have went hole-in-one worthy down the little landing strip. And now we have 2 ducks on the green. That duck is puttable. That it's similar to a placement putt had Jack touched it.
Right.
The only problem is I think they're going to aim at second there, and that's the hardest. That's basically like an uphill version of our green.
It's off the wall. It's going to be up. No. Tough bounce for the Rippers. Is it going to get up? A brutal break. Wow, both teams had bad breaks for a second.
A catch would have been huge there.
Would have ended the inning.
Could he have caught it? Did he not go for it fully?
So if we have another replay, the ball shot straight down. It looked like it was going to come off the wall pretty nicely, but it must have had such funk on it that it just
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
sped down. They get out of the way, and instead of getting the bounce up, they get the bounce off.
All right. There we go. I'm gonna watch it the whole time, Joe. Just for you.
Just touch that. I would just stop it. Don't let that go. Okay. No reason to risk that.
After it hits the back wall, I think it's...
If it hits,
I think you can just pick that up.
yeah, no, if it hits the ground first, you can just pick it up.
Until it hits the wall, we can just do whatever.
Yes. Once it hits the wall on the fly, then the defense has to really perk up.
Dan Allen Rourke. So the last drive for the Freezers.
I'm hitting this fucking ball.
Get the redo. Oh,
Rob Scirocco.
Rob Scirocco's giggle echoing through for what looked like a fine ball.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a small mouth. Dalton, 2 successful drives, now giving lessons.
I'm Troy Bolton in High School Musical 2.
Here we go. Vanessa.
You know, the inverted stance might not be needed in the golf world.
Corbin Blue from High School Musical.
The sad thing is that's like me without the yelling. That's what's happening.
BBD, who I think has been entering the golf world.
Yeah, he's been
he gives a couple. He's too close to it. Okay, he's shuffled a little bit.
Shuffled a little more.
Yeah. And Joez McFly.
2 outs from Joez McFly, the glove man.
What ability. It would have been their last batter. Either way, they'll end up with 2 ducks on the proverbial pond. One ended up in the drink, which is bad in this sport. But a potential for 2 points here.
That one I fucked with.
Now they do have their batting order intact. There were 2 outs, but that was the last drive of the driving session. So it will be BBD and then Dalton. And they do have a 2-putt, Jake. Would you try to get that out of the sand with the first putt? And then you can tap it in?
In the first inning, I don't think so. I think I need to make sure I get one. I know it puts a little pressure on what would be that first putt out of the grass.
So you see we do have a backboard. You have to put it down and you can't move it. And you get 1 wall of a backboard to help because they do lip out very easily.
A little too easily. It's not what we wanted.
Too easy. Yeah. It's like even if I rolled it it's so slow, it just looked out.
You could make it proper.
If you miss the first putt, we have to take the 2, or the round's all over.
Yeah.
So it's all good regardless. Let's just make sure we get 1.
Water's dead.
It's dead in the water.
The ball sank to the bottom, canonically.
First putt in tournament play.
All right, here we go. Again, if he does miss this, they can 2-putt it. So they should be able to collect 1 duck here.
That's the spin. An absolute burial from BBD, second round pick from Shelfie. A sleeper in this draft. I think every team was okay if they walked away with Big Baby David, and he shows why right there.
I mean, both drives found the right zone. One got in the river, unlucky. And then he just putted that with such confidence.
What do you think?
If we were going to leave the sand, I almost think you should go that way, just because you have more space to let it roll.
They have 2 putts.
Yeah, I think they're worried about getting caught on the lip there.
Or you could just give it a strong one and try and get out here.
I'd try to get it. Put the block. Yeah. Put the block on that back. No, that one.
Yeah.
That way, if I hit it too hard.
I mean, if this was Rourke, he's hitting the back wall.
I guess they didn't practice a lot in the sand. I really don't think they will. Like you said, it's very easy to lip out. Like you just you hit that. The only thing I would say is I would be worried that he thinks he has to hit it too hard.
Right.
To where he finds the landing strip or something. I don't know.
Well, and I think that is the other. I do think there's a little more level to this because, okay, it's 2 putts. If you go gentle, but say that lip does get you. Now you've got a long one going back. If you overhit this and you actually end up behind the wood block, and that's what I was worried about.
That's what I was worried. I said he was going to shoot the landing strip, and he did. You don't have to hit it hard to get out of the sand. We really realize that. But they can make that. It's still in play.
Look at this camera angle. The captain, Dan Robinson. True and pure. 2 on the board from the Freezers as we do this inaugural warehouse golf ball game.
Look at them ducks.
2 balls on.
2 beautiful purple ducks in the drink. It is now the Rippers' turn. They collect 3 ducks. They win the inning. They're on the board.
Less than 2 lose.
2 push. More wise words after this break.
This guy's about to get the call, brought to you by Shady Rays.
Nope. No. Thank you.
He also said that you're the captain.
How did I know it was me?
Guess what number you were?
What?
Any guesses? Or
Seems like no.
4.
higher than 4, but not 1.
3.
Closer.
1.
Almost.
4.
Very close. But further than your first 2.
2.
Yes.
First round.
First round, number 2, Joez McFly.
Wow. Where's the camera? Where the fuck is it? Where's the camera at? Oh.
We're not filming this.
What do you mean you're not filming this?
We're just hanging out.
That's not true.
Be prepared for summer with quality shades built to last. Head to shadyrays.com and use code Golfball for 35% off polarized sunglasses. And try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. You guys are good putters. I'm okay. And me and Joez are also really good putters, so it's actually awesome.
Lou, there's something wrong with you.
I mean, lights out putting performance by them.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was pretty insane.
But just remember, if you hear poison, don't touch it, because once it bounces, we can't touch it.
Poison, do not touch.
Yeah, poison, don't touch it.
It's best of 3, yeah. But, if someone wins the first 2, it's over.
Dan, you're going to play the position Joez played. That center back wall. So anything that's like soft, that's going to like drop straight down, grab it.
We're going to get a hole-in-one. This team, I'm going to get a diving catch through the trees into the sand, and you're going to get a hole-in-one. And Luke's going to be genuinely our best player.
I just think that when Luke and Jack are up, we should play closer to the green because they're going to be hard off the wall.
It gives us a chance.
Gives us a chance. Whereas Joez and Ryan, we might get more of the baseball fly balls.
We're going to learn from you, so. Oh, positions.
Baby, you ain't gotta change a single thing.
Bottom of the first inning, we've got the Rippers. What's their lineup, Jake?
The Rip, as Jack Doyle wrote it on the Shady Rays lineup sheet. It'll be Luke O'Brien, the not first pick,
Not first pick.
but the first pick, followed by Ryan Cohen, who was the first pick.
Yeah.
But not the first pick. It looks like Jack, who, the way he spelled his name,
Jark. It looks like he wrote Jark.
that's incredibly bad. And then it'll be Joez McFly.
Who made 2 outs in the field.
Also, another Yankee fan hitting cleanup or last.
Yes.
Let's see how big Luke O'Brien does. The most powerful golfer amongst the warehouse community. Luke should be one of the best players of this tournament.
And if you're interested in the making of this game, in the practice sessions, and the behind the scenes, you can find all that footage. We upload it to our Substack And Justin Peterson is our most recent Substack subscriber. There's a bunch of other exclusive content, but there is some warehouse stuff that we're like, we have nowhere to post this. These guys love it.
Thank you, JP. Here comes Luke. They're going to let that go. Beauty. It is heading towards the woods. Will it get a good bounce? An interesting bounce.
I think 2 good bounces there. Obviously, you're going to have to straddle that tree. And as umpire, referee Duck and Zoe, they were fighting which one wanted to come out of my mouth first. That was first and faster in the race. How about that?
Great first shot by Luke. It will be interesting using the block because previously, before the block, I do think aiming at the diagonal was a nice thing to do. But now with the block, that doesn't help too much. But a great first ball. Ryan Cohen, and that's going to be catchable. And Dan Rourke gets under it, and that'll be the first out. And now a dangerous couple shots coming up. One more out would end the inning and end a potential shot of pushing this in.
That is fun. One more out. Wow, and I think Cohen likes his shot there.
Yes.
It took a bad ricochet off the red beam.
He got warehouse there. If we have the replay, there was a little smoke that flew up with it. Tough. Because that's almost the perfect shot. That's if you can go ceiling, wall, and down, it's almost unstoppable. Almost the perfect shot from Ryan. Maybe he's mentally broken.
Probably, I would guess so, but he'll overcome it eventually. Rourke with a very cavalier catch. The balls bounce out of those gloves very easily.
He's a very cavalier guy.
Yeah, he is.
Is what I'd tell you. Jack Doyle, who has had moments in practice games of being elite and having it goes off of Big Baby David. It's beautiful defense.
What a block from BBD. Sets up in the pillar position and takes one off the butt. He's been the player of the game, Jake.
He's been fantastic. I mean, a warehouse competitor, if there's been one, right off the tramp stamp, and it bounces up. There's a moment of panic because I think they were worried if it ended up on the green. Right. It still would not have been eligible because it did not get to the back wall.
Yeah. Now, once that hits Beeps, you can let out a rip roar celebration.
Be ready for the soft fly ball. You're not putting. You're not putting, Joez. You're not putting.
And ladies and gentlemen, Joseph Solano, internet sensation Joez McFly.
Don't overthink it, Joez. Like I did. Oh. No, it doesn't have enough juice.
All right, I feel bad.
Joez gets on top of it. Does not get there.
All right, good shots. We all hit it well. That's good.
That was pretty bad.
We just got to be ready to catch a hard one. He's about to swing. Woo-hoo!
All right, top of the lineup. Oh, got a chance at a hole-in-one here. And how about Luke?
Only issue there, Jake, those ducks both want to go to first base. You're not going to be able to hit both of them to first base unless you get some more gimmies on the board. So one of those is a harder putt than you're thinking unless you have the 2-putt available.
I'll tell you what I'm seeing, Jim. It looks like that original duck now could potentially become a home plate ball.
Get that one over there, and then
where if you could split the woods proper and if you have your 2-putt, they currently have a very good chance to push this inning. Now the pressure kind of goes the other way because if they get one more duck.
I'll tell you what they want to do, Jake. They want to catch another ball and make Joez the first putter. So if Ryan gets out here, Jack would be the first putter. And you're still farther away from Luke, who I think you want involved there.
Oh, well, let's go Dodgers. Chance breaks out, and it's a great shot. Oh, no! Joez McFly comes in for the boop rule, as it's called. If the ball bounces over those sidewalls, it can be tapped in.
It didn't get high enough, I don't think.
It didn't get high enough to be hit. Joez did accidentally bump into the boards that slightly affected the bounce.
Ooh.
helped. It could have hurt. I don't know.
You know what? I think all I have for Joez after that play is respect.
He went for it.
He was ready for the
Yeah.
boop, and then he respected the rules and knew not to touch it because he wasn't here for the rules section. He fell in a sinkhole.
He bumped into the wall and it like hit that and then hit the corner perfectly. There was one on our side and that one that easily could have landed and just didn't.
I think this could potentially be the inning here, Jake. If they catch Jack, and now Joez is involved in the putting, it only could alter. Although they are set up right now to make 2 ducks. With a 2-putt, I think they make both.
Jack Doyle. Back wall, it's got a chance. Dalton Feely squeezes it, and the best the Rippers can do is push. Let's see if pressure is a privilege for the Rippers.
Joez is going to be your first putter. It's going to be interesting. All they can do is push. They have 3 putts to make 2 ducks.
Joez knows what he's going to do. He's placing the block. He's going to hit that putt, right?
If he doesn't, it's awesome drama because have a camera on Doyle's face.
Is Joez up? Joez starts?
In case Joez misses this. I need to see that pain.
Jimmy, I think this has hit a level of disrespect. 'Cause
Are we?
I think they're making a whole game plan if Joez misses this putt. Oh, they're thinking about going for the 2-putt with Joez.
It's just Joez could hit a forest tree. Like he could, you're asking him to hit a further distance, creates more mess.
And what they are going for, they're going to have Joez McFly go for the long putt.
Now this works. Joez has to make it. Or
just put it close.
Yeah, but if he hits a tree.
It's a clearer path than I think we're assuming. And look at this. An absolute firecracker from McFly.
Drilled it.
What you think? Light work.
2 outs in the field. Didn't get out. Had great boop attention. And made the putt. Joe's day.
Look at this roll through the woods, uses the backwood. Luke celebrates. Jack Doyle fist pump. Look at this.
Wow, look at that. Oh, wow.
That is
incredible. Amazing. Luke jumped 5 times.
Welcome to Warehouse Golf
You know what,
Ball.
dude, you know what just happened? The Rippers they think they just won the whole tournament. Because the only doubt they had was Joe's.
Can I tell you something? They just became the favorites with 1 putt.
That's what I'm saying. But watch, Luke misses this.
No!
I mean, they get the 2-putt, but who knew that Luke was Joe's and Joe's was Luke? Drill it.
The push.
A little bit of a push.
A push!
A push, wow.
First inning. Wow. Don't duck away from this commercial.
I did not foul him. I did not foul him!
Welcome, Substack. Hello, Substack. We're going to do a Minecraft Let's Play. I've never played. It might take a while.
How I felt good for Jack and Zoe.
Here's the thing. You were the 12th pick.
What?
Yeah, oh.
Wait a minute.
You were the 12th pick?
You're gonna let him talk to you like that?
Every 12th pick is MVP.
That's not what you told me.
I lied.
You told me I was the second pick.
Yeah, and you're playing like a second pick.
Well, now I got to perform differently.
You got outs?
We got outs. I'm gonna use that.
So it'll be the top of the lineup.
No, it won't. It'll be.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, the lineup just continues through the innings, through the driving session, the putting session, and that's where you get
It's a lineup. It's
more fun and
continuous.
strategy.
It's continuous.
We got outs. We got outs. We got outs. We got outs.
Beeb's just dancing his butt.
2 butts. Him and Dalton. Oppo butts.
Comes for you, Rob Moretti.
What? Jack Doyle with a nice ball. Oh, and Beebs can't squeeze it.
And that is damaging because that is a placement putt. It's a 7-footer.
It's a place putt.
I would try to take, since you can't make the same base twice, I think I would try to take 3rd or 2nd.
Yeah, for me, at first base where they're currently set up, that's where Luke's balls ended up. And I think Ryan Cohen's coming over and laying that out. It looks like they're going to go between the sand and 3rd base.
And, you know, I like that because it gives you an option at second if you need it as well. Like if a ball lands over there, you can go, it's upstream, but you can do it.
Yeah.
But you can go diagonal.
Right.
First.
I would have went between two bases, but again, at the end of the day, it's very similar. Joe Solano, and yes, well done by no, you did great.
Did great.
I'll be honest, I didn't know if we. All right. Because it didn't touch the back wall, right?
It has to hit the back wall to score. That's what Shelfie just said.
Yes.
The grounders before and after the wall is the one thing I'm like, I don't want to ruin.
So that was Joe's McFly. It flips to the top of the lineup, and here's Luke O'Brien. Shelfie adapting to the game, coaching up the defense a little bit. Let's see if Luke has any different strategies. Gets a good piece of it. Oh, that's a beautiful shot, and that's going to end up right there again. It bounces over the hole. It's going to leak towards home and in between first. It could be an interesting right-handed putt. And we just saw the first base roll, so you think they'll be scared of that. But Luke O'Brien living up to the billing.
3 drives now for Luke, 3 ducks on the grass.
Great duck efficiency. Ryan Cohen, who hasn't seen the results, but I've liked the swings.
He did get out once.
A nice swing, beautiful, and that's going to end up on the other side. Where will it land? Interesting. I think they'll have a clear path, and they have a hell of a rally forming.
Some off-the-ball scouting. Rourke just fell directly on his face, and I think we actually need to see if he's okay, but the replay is going to be wild. He fell on his face.
Let's get the replay. Sam's going to check on Dan.
I think he landed on his jaw.
Ryan Cohen line drive just between there. Dan Rourke.
But it's naturally.
What the fuck was that?
I'm laughing at the youth of it. That's. I've only seen a cat do that. Nobody else on the team moved.
Dude, no one.
I was doing sexy for the camera.
Oh, and look at this. Look at the Rippers confident getting built up.
In your head. We're in your head.
Dalton Feely with very traditional smack talk. Jack Doyle, did that go through BBD? And they are going to have another duck very close.
Oh.
Actually, okay.
No one cheered.
Yeah, there was not a reaction. Well, I think because the people in the bleachers can't see that.
Yes. Jack Doyle, bullet swing. Okay,
Whoa,
just
it
missed
slid.
Just missed his right hit.
If you had Dalton, the double up like I was talking about.
Okay.
A lot of ducks, Jay.
4 out of 5 ducks for the Rippers.
A lot of ducks. Joe's McFly has not landed a drive yet, but he did make the big putt in the first inning.
Joe's McFly.
Joe's.
Yeah.
And Feely with his offhand squeezes it. That is an out.
Now what they can do here, that would be a big turn, would be to get their second out right now and make Ryan the first putter, who we heard him say, I'm not a good putter. They changed their whole strategy for him.
Right.
And with an out here, Ryan would be their first putter. If they do not get an out, Ryan becomes their last putter.
You were looking for a defensive change, and the Rippers have done that. They've put on a little bit of a Luke O'Brien shift, and it looks like Luke is now aiming to the left to try to outgame the game. And that's going to end up being another beauty, or will it get to the river?
In the drink. But I do think the way that helps the putting lineup is great. Ryan will now putt or drive to end their driving session. And after this,
That would have been the same exact.
Jack will be the first putter with Joe's following up.
So last shot of the inning for the Rippers, Ryan Cohen. Do you think the Rippers can do anything here to change the feel of this inning?
If they sit one close to the second base.
Ground ball.
Yeah, let it go.
It did seem like none of the freezers were ready for that tee shot.
Can you imagine if that just popped up and sat on the corner?
Okay.
That's the one that gets
So we've got, what was that, 4 or 5 ducks?
I think 4 ducks. We've got one that was a placement. Jack ends up with both drives landing on the green. Luke and Ryan also had ducks roll on. Luke shot the river. That'll cost them. They do have to set themselves up to collect 2 ducks here. You know what I mean? Like, you do want Jack to make his.
I'm just worried about starting.
And then give Joez maybe that water one because it's closer. If you can save your 2-putt, that placement putt is makeable.
Well, and you know what the other interesting thing here, Jim, is having to use the different bases. So, with that one being close to the water, I feel like that sand duck, you have to go to a different base.
You're
and
right.
Same with these 2 sides.
So
So this has become a little tricky.
I think if you do this,
You're essentially killing the water duck.
yes, it's 4th. And I think I want to make 3 shots. This one, and then home plate, and you have 3 putts to make home plate and over there on first base.
Jack Doyle stands over it, the captain. He goes for the burial. Strong, and I think that's what we're going to see. If you've got a clean look at it.
Yeah, if you have the placement putt, I think you don't want to go diagonal on the green squares. You want to find a lane and hit that backboard.
Oh, God.
So now it'll be Joez McFly.
He's already made 1 putt, Jake. He's caught 2 outs in the field.
Very good.
A putter off the white.
Mini golf rules.
Mini golf rules.
It's not, but it.
Okay, great job by. Maybe we don't go ref or ump for Zoe. We just go official.
I think it's an official.
That ball was on the boards. It keeps getting closer and closer to the hole.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Joez does his feet here. He's getting coached by Rob Scirocco. He's going to keep his feet in the arena, which we haven't discussed.
That's a funny shot. He's got clown shoes. I would put a foot on the outside of the white.
He's going to reset. He's going to get his line. Joez McFly's golf experience has been 1 top golf trip in the Tasty. Make sure you go check that out on the Talkin' Yanks YouTube channel.
He's going full duck stance. This feels weird, I heard him say.
Wow! Wow! Ice in his veins, blood in his eyes. 2 for 2.
Most putts made in Warehouse Golf Ball. Top of the leaderboard, Joez McFly.
Last pick of the draft.
Not calling him the sinkhole anymore.
Last pick of the draft. Uses those duck feet proper.
And now the only member of the Rippers to not collect a duck, Luke O'Brien, steps up. The same hole he missed last inning.
That lip pushed it hard to the left, so is he going to aim far to the right? Well
left.
That's well left.
That's fine.
I would have liked a little more. This is what we've talked about with the diagonal.
I think you do there, yeah.
And that's the funky lip that this could be.
Most missed putts
This could
in the league.
a
Luke O'Brien.
pressure-packed putt for Ryan Cohen, more than it thinks.
Over the lip.
Because there's actually sneaky 2 lips here. The one in front of him and in front of the hole.
Okay. Very interested in his putting style. Seems like he's just pushing the ball.
I've been wanting this one the whole time. Yeah.
It hasn't felt illegal to me.
No, but
It's felt a step before it.
it's felt different than every other putt.
Yeah.
Now because they've made 2 other bags, they can come back to third base. It was blocked before. And I think they played this as well as you could.
I hate to do this, but could I just... Thank you, sir. Okay.
I think he's just going to power this.
There's merit to missing this and allowing Joez to remain the sole leader in putts made. He doesn't.
Wow.
Hogs it for himself.
And the pressure is now put onto the freezers. A 4-duck inning.
That's crazy, huh? They got 5 putts that inning, Jake?
Yeah.
Wow. Wowzer. We'll be back.
And remember, you're on the freezers. We peak in the playoffs.
Yeah, we might be here for a while. We got another inning.
I know. Yeah, that's fine.
We might have 2 more innings.
What are you nailing in today? What do you got a screwdriver on your belt or something like that too?
I gotta fix a toilet when I get home,
Yeah.
so I'm working on.
Dan Rourke leading off. Shelfie made their second putt.
Peanut butter, baby.
Dan Rourke gets under it a little bit, and it turns into a fantastic shot. That's got a chance. That's got a chance. Oh! But what a ball to lead off the inning by Dan
Let's
Rourke.
go. That's a duck on the green. Quack, quack, quack.
Man, coming off of what I think is going to be one of the highest scoring innings of this tournament, to get that out there, then flip it to the top of the lineup. The Freezers giving themselves a chance.
BBD up now. He's their leadoff guy. He shot one into the river. He put one on the green, and then he made a big putt for them. So he's been feeling good. Also, some key butt blocks. Maybe one of them.
One butt block. One just missed butt block.
Yeah. He's putting the tee upside down.
He's going upside down.
And it's not working, and he's getting frustrated.
He's got mad at the ball.
But if he does the tee right side, if he does the tee right side up, it might be a different height. He's really struggling with it. Should we tell him? He's getting angry.
Or angled at least?
He's getting a different one. And let's see. Is he going to put this one upside down too? Yes. So, so should we tell him?
It's upside down. Every other time I think that.
Okay.
Swilly, let him know.
Yeah.
That's kind of against breakdown code. We're trying to be.
Rob Scirocco was walking in too, but everyone had seen enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Biebs kicks away the ball he was previously mad at.
All right, hard shift, Jake. 2 infielders, 2 outfielders.
BBD goes the other way from it, gets a hop. And let's see how this breaks down. I don't know if it's going to have the juice to get onto the grass.
Did they just bait him into that, Jake?
Great, maybe.
Would you give the Rippers credit? They baited him to pull it over third.
Let it come to you and the cap.
I would not.
Okay.
I would not. I think if that takes a slightly different bounce, that's a great shot.
And those are their best 2.
Dalton Philly.
Those are their best 2, Jack says.
Jack
Even though
Doyle.
Dalton, he landed a putt, he went to the beach, his first drive.
That was Jack Doyle talking a little trash.
Dalton.
Dalton Feely evolving into the golfing stage of his life. Dalton Feely with a blooper. Ryan Cohen uses the body and squeezes it. And now, from fantastic leadoff shot to unlucky second shot to an out.
An out away from taking the second
Should
inning.
we all just scream as loud as we can on the backswing?
What? Yeah.
Just the worst thing we could do? As soon as he brings the club up. Help. No, help.
Big shot for the captain. Shelfie hasn't looked fully comfortable. Wow, and fantastic defense
Clean
by Ryan
block.
Cohen. One of the first screams.
That was a little crazy.
Okay, for this, should we do the opposite?
Joez McFly in his scream bag. And he'll go back to Dan Allen Rourke. So, with one on the board, they would need at least 3 of these final 4.
3 of the final 4. Now, a hole-in-one does get you 2 ducks, so we do have to account for that before he ended prematurely. Since slamming his jaw on the ground, he's been a different man.
Here we go. Hey, kid. Here we go. Here we go, Dan. Here we go, Dan.
And that will be the final out of the inning. The Rippers
Okay, one more inning.
take inning 2.
We go to the 3rd inning. Freezers have a chance to push it. Coming up in the second half of the Warehouse games after golf ball, we've got the conclusion of Captain's League with Captain's League Blitzball.
Airing in August.
Popcorn Joe's.
Can I cut it off?
You have to read it.
No, you're not cut off.
Then Floorball 4 in September and October, and in November and December. Blitzball Battle 7 to determine the winner of the 2025 Warehouse Cup.
Gotta hog the rest of it. Could have popcorned it back to me.
Popcorned.
Was that cut off?
If they win this. Extras.
Never lost a playoff game. For now.
You want high tee or low tee? I know you're high tee.
Technically, it's the ninth. It's 1-0 in the ninth. Let's play a game here.
I was talking testosterone.
Joez McFly. Joez McFly.
We're gonna get a ball.
Let's go, Joez!
Oh, Joez McFly.
Oh boy. If that goes on. Oh, that would have been wild if it did.
Okay, Joez McFly.
Hey, he hit it straight. Has yet to put a duck on the green.
That's not his game.
0 for 4 now.
He's a putter. Top of the lineup, Luke OB trying to not go OB.
I have Luke as all 3 of his drives have provided ducks.
I think there was a 4th that went in the water.
Oh, yes. So he's 3 for 4.
Sweaty hands?
Right on someone's backswing, it's probably found.
Sweaty hands? The sweaty hands?
I mean, a perfect shot. It's going to end up in the woods area. Could it get a nice kick towards home?
Beautiful.
Absolute beauty. And I don't know if we have a camera angle that shows kind of the third base line area. Jack Doyle got a running start with the swing, which I don't think there's strategy to. Let's see. He should jump into your frame on that shot. Even if you go to that original tee shot.
Interesting. Maybe he wasn't paying attention. Maybe he was kind of peeing in the corner there.
It's got a little bit of that energy. Okay. Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's reassuming that. So, yes, he was definitely talking his own.
Ready.
That being Lorenzo Damalia, player for We Got Ice.
Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts.
Ryan Cohen, some Dodger trash talk. They'll let it go, and it looks like it's got a chance to be another great one. Will it get to the drink?
Wow.
I think everyone at home just felt that emotion.
Rippers have shot the river twice now.
Jesus Christ.
Jack Doyle, 75% of his drives.
And now stepping up to complete the first time through the lineup, Jack Doyle. Looks like he's gone with the low tee.
I like the low tee too, I think, as well.
I think.
Beebs might take one to the face. He's scaring me.
Beebs hitting him with the condor. And look at that.
Oh, man.
Delayed celebration, but fantastic defense.
The ball's on that pit bull.
BBD with 2 blocked shots.
Both times it was Jack who he blocked.
Wow. Swimming in his head.
Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
Back to Uncle Joe's.
I mean, I'm striping it straight.
All right, Joe's. He's made some big putts. He's yet to put a duck on the green.
Homer.
Is that going to get there? Oh, it's still up.
Wow. That is warehouse ball.
How many things did that hit?
A lot.
Was that 3 or 4 bounces? Another solid swing by Joe's with unfortunate result. And now there's, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Unbelievable. All right, so that's 1 out. Another out ends the inning and renders them with only 1 duck on the green.
And Jim, look at this. Adaptation. Oh, Dan Rourke wants in on the wall. I'd be worried about my biscuits.
Beebs is. Shelby's already had his kids.
Yeah, Shelby's good to go. To the right. Gets it. Is that going to have enough juice on it to get up? Oh!
Wow. That
tough break.
Look at us.
Luke's first time not landing it on there.
For you at home, we don't need to do this in the booth, but go rewind and look at Shelby's face when he was in that position. Happiest I've seen him in the warehouse.
Yeah, it was kind of it was a graduation of sorts.
2 drives left, Jake, and they only have 1 duck on the green.
That's what I'm saying. Ryan Cohen is up. There's been a lot of Dodgers talk.
Yes.
Tip drill. Now this is interesting.
Placed putt.
That'll be placed.
That's a placed putt. Another 7-footer.
I do think if that lands in a good area,
They can leave it, but because it's water, they're going to place it.
Huge. I mean, a chance for the Rippers for only one. Now it feels like they've ensured a two.
And was that a catchable ball that he missed? Or
yes. We can watch a replay. Here's the replay. You see it go up. It goes down. Oh, it did catch. Oh, Shelfie's there waiting for it, too.
But I think Shelfie didn't react to the ricochet.
It did clip the TV, which that changed.
I don't think Shelfie's in position to grab, but I don't know. Okay, but Rourke should have got it.
Tough break for the Freeze. Shelfie's really found a happy place.
Some deep ones.
Whack Doyle. Nice.
It's a mental game. Jack teed it up a little higher. And this could be perfect, Jim. Or will it sit? Oh! Man, I thought that had a chance for second base. We haven't seen a ton of action over there. I thought that was going to sit beautifully.
I thought that was it.
It's impossible.
And that'll be it for the Rippers.
I think that is a ball that needs defensive treatment. You can't. Once it's the ground, you can block it from the wall. Like Rourke should be planted on the back. Someone to just stop that.
Yes, I agree.
All right. Well, let's see. They got two options here. I think they got to run back the same exact game plan. Joez is your first putter.
If Joez were to beef this, it changes the whole tenor. But he has been confident. McFly, practice stroke behind the ball. An absolute burial.
Joez McFly makes his third putt of the game. He is your head of the duck collecting collaborative.
And now they'll have two goes at this. Again, it's not probably what Luke wants to hear, but I don't want to say conservative.
No, this is you just make this.
Yeah, but if you try to drill it and you did go wide, that makes things a little risque. If anything, you want to be sure.
They have the two putt too.
Look at that. Confidently rolls it in on the right side of the cup. The Rippers get there too. Hey, the door is open for the Freezers. It's felt like the last inning and a half has been dominated by the Rippers. The Freezers, if they take this, they are back in the game with a 50-50 chance to win.
And they have their best top of the lineup, I believe. BBD is their leadoff. He has been their best player. He's landed 2 of his 3 drives, but he went to river once, and then I think they baited him over there, and it still evaded the defense. But
Here we go. A leadoff duck would be massive. A leadoff out could be backbreaking. Nice rip. Unfortunately, Luke O'Brien is right there. He squeezes it. And there's the first out. The Freezers will have to play clean the rest of the way and get at least 3 ducks on the pond, or a hole-in-one.
Or a hole-in-one.
That'd be nice.
In baseball speak, you'd say can of corn.
Can of corn.
Cricket speak, they would say it's a sitter. Luke turned right in his glove.
This is on Dalton. Oh, the pressure's on Dalton.
Dalton feeling. The Rippers feeling good out there.
Dalton 1 for 3 on his drives, and he did get caught out once, Jake.
Feely gets a charge into one. Gets a good hop. Dan Rourke. Oh!
I think that's going to be a place putt.
I think that's going to be a place.
It's going to be a place putt.
It's going to be Dan Rourke.
Dan Rourke with the boop. I think it was a horrible boop.
It was a powerful boop.
It was more powerful than you thought it was going to be.
He might have baited the touch.
Wow, dude, a placed putt. That is one of the putts the Rippers made was a placed putt. So
Joez McFly giving Jack Doyle shit for a mental error.
So Rourke, over the back place putt. I don't know what that's doing. Jack's teammates very confused with him.
Yeah, that was okay. You know, it helps the game. I want to grow the game.
Hurts just a little bit. 1 out, and it's over though.
Wow. Luke, cool hand Luke up the middle. It'll be no out.
I think Shelfie's had 3 of his drives be ground balls. I think that's a theme of his swing.
Dan Allen Rourke with an ability to keep this game going.
Has been caught out twice. If that happens again, it's game over.
Dan Rourke, and look at that,
What a block. What a block by Cohen.
Good, maybe.
Man, that's a beautiful ball. If that hits the wall clean, that's got a shot at second base. That's got a shot at home. Instead, Ryan Cohen uses his body, keeps it in play, and one run through the lineup. There's one duck out there.
2 blocks. Luke with the ground ball up the middle, ready to go.
Yeah.
Ryan puts his chest into that one. Playing a complete game.
BBD with a beauty. Get the hop. It sure does.
Oh, that is unbelievable. Oh, that's basically a tie game, Jake. It does make the place putt hard because you're going to need that. Second time in the river for BBD in this game.
If that ball can run down the board, you can get a good shot at home plate. Instead, it hops into the corner of the water.
They have 3 drives remaining. They need to get one more duck on the green for a chance to tie.
Dalton Feely steps up.
We're kind of doing our first base thing again.
Big swing by Dalton. It's up. Ryan
And
Cohen.
that is your ball game, folks. The Rippers take game 1 of Warehouse Golf Ball.
I think they were the better team today. After that first inning, dude, when Joez McFly sank that putt to start off the first for the Rippers, it felt like the whole energy was Rippers the rest of the way.
Every freezer hit into an out. Every Ripper made a putt.
Wow. Are we doing interviews?
Yeah, we'll do them quick. They can hear us, right? Hey guys, first ever game of Warehouse Golf Ball. How did it feel, Jack? Your team wins it. How did it feel for you?
Feels like the exact mixture of, it's like when you're hitting, it's like golf, and when you're in the field, it feels exactly like baseball. So I think our team really played both of those halves excellently.
That Joez McFly putt, it felt like ever since then it was kind of a Rippers onslaught.
Yeah, all he does is just sink biggies.
He leads the league in made and ducks collected.
Yeah, and he was the 12th pick.
12th pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Shelfie, the Freezers have had a regular season history and then a postseason history. What did we learn from this game today?
We learned a lot from this game.
Okay.
We learned that I'm probably the worst captain in this particular sport, which is fine. I think I'm good at adapting, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, we had some good swings. I think they're the best team. So that's all right. I'm happy we played them first.
Kind of messed up, dog.
You're talking to us.
That's fine.
Well, we're playing.
Fuck off.
That's called fucking defense right there.
Can't have that. Can't have that.
Rippers assemble.
Dude, my wrist is still in so much pain.
Oh wow, that's black and blue.
Oh, the whole thing. I took you can kind of see the laces just faintly there. Just took a 100-mile-an-hour grounder off the wrist at softball on Sunday. Dude hit a piss rod right at me at third. I didn't have the Evo shield on. It's been like that for 4 days.
Everyone on a knee. Joe's our first baseman, very good.
When the ball hits that wall, I'm going special teams coordinator and yelling poison. If you hear me yell poison,
don't touch it.
Yeah.
Feel that? That's like a deep one. Oh, that's how you get them pregnant. That's how you get them pregnant.
Look at these two. 2 first-rounders strictly on their height.
Big crunchy over here.
Ah!
I got it. It's funny. It's like
Joe's nickname.
How you guys like purple?
I love
Big fan.
Hey, it looked good on us last time, right?
Yep, I've won a championship with all 3 of you guys.
It's true.
Wow.
You guys want to play some golf ball?
Let's do it, baby.
Let's play some golf ball.
Golf
Golf ball.
Do we want to fly? Joe's is goalie on the wall. I think you're our turn and catch. And then we're corners flying in.
I suck at golf.
What'd you eat, Ray?
I had late night sad Wendy's last night.
Oh no, Jolly.
We got to distract the golfers, right? Like Jake and Jolly. Yeah. I think you guys are more susceptible to that.
Clean up.
Born for it. Born for it.
Wow.
Where do you usually hit it, Jake?
We'll get that one.
Last practice swing.
Off the grass, Rob.
Never mind, he's good.
Welcome to the last day of the rest of our lives.